Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Lawletta on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Back line it up. Blue, here we go. Detroit, Detroit.
Lawletta to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now the rookie first rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
And Lawletta just beating the play clock. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any Defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Giants and Bucs, these two teams, they met in Week 4 last year in Tampa Bay, and it was Nick Folk with a game-winning field goal, 25-23, and at the time, that sent New York to 0-4.
And how about the last 2 to get them to 0-4? Lost on a 61-yard field goal at the buzzer by Philadelphia kicker Jake Elliott, and then they lose this one to Nick Folk in Tampa.
Yeah, and then, of course, everyone knew it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit! Gun!
Coming off play action, Lauletta. The 20. Over the middle to Beckham. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on first down. They shakes it off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play fake. Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jake. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Giant territory. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. 47 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Akeem Hunt now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It's Lawlett off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Rolling to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Right side caught by Jackson. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Off the play fake, Winston. Look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Patriot!
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Humphries. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. To throw, Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Damon Harrison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Winston. He finds Humphries. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Steps away to his left. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Winston. Space to run past the 20. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play fake, and it's Lauletta. Flush to his right, and he's got room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lucky 56.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps. going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To throw is Winston. Dancing to his left. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A give to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And that's off the mark, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Lauletta. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's a give to Barkley, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brent Grimes, the former Pro Bowler, there on the coverage.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Wait. Donnie. Donnie. Scott. Let her go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 77 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. Pretty move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, it's Lauletta. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Lucky 56.
To the air yet again, Lauletta. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Detroit!
Now here's Lauletta. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Winston to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brent Grimes, the former Pro Bowler, there on the coverage. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. Spinning past him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Were you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just